Hey guys, I am so excited for today's video because a lot of things happening right now, a lot of exciting things going on. First off, mom and dad are officially Floridians. They did it, they moved here to Florida. They actually, the day that I'm filming this, what is today's date? Today is February 27th. So yesterday, the 26th, was their official day that they became Floridians. So they're here. Today they're taking the day to just relax, get settled in, and then they're gonna start having some adventures in the parks. So that's going on. Additionally, Epcot has the Flower and Garden Festival getting ready to start. Today is one of those days where it's still in that transition point in between festivals and there's no festival happening. So this is what I call ordinary time at Epcot. But when I was over there the other night, I actually saw they were like starting to set up some of the displays for Flower and Garden. So we're gonna see if we can't get a little preview of Flower and Garden Festival today over at Epcot. So we are actually coming over here to the TTC, Transportation and Ticket Center, first because here's my epic idea. I had this idea, I want to take the monorail from here over to Epcot, the Epcot monorail, because then you get that cool aerial perspective of everything, like all of Epcot, which that way we can see the topiary displays. I really want to see that bedding. When I was over there the other night, they had already laid the infamous bedding down. Then I think we're actually gonna come back over here to the Magic Kingdom resort area and do a little resort hopping in the evening. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be an all-in-all good day. We're doing preview of Flower and Garden Festival, seeing how many displays they already have set up, because it's practically a day and a half before the festival begins. It starts on March 1st this year. Kyle just informed me he doesn't think he's been on the Epcot monorail since his DCP days. So we're talking 2016, 2017?
I think the last time I was even at the TTC at all was 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that happen? Really?
Yeah, so whenever I go to the parks, I just park at resorts.
Yeah. No.
They're chilling.
Yeah. Here we go, we're about to see the reveal of the carpeting. This is the best display in my opinion. This is just incredible. The attention to detail that they have for this thing. Look at it. The way they do the designs in the flowers, oh my gosh, that's so stunning. And as this festival goes on and the flowers like grow and it just fills in more, it looks so cool. Oh, they got all the butterfly topiaries down there. Making this a truly international experience. Look at it. And all the construction. Look at all the construction. Moana should be opening like some point in this year, 2023. Look at that. Yeah, you really see it. Whoa. That's so cool. We got into Epcot. This is so cool. Look at this. They have right here flowers, but there's no like big display yet. This is usually where they do like the big main front entrance display. So this is kind of crazy. Like this is definitely a preview of this festival because everything is not fully 100% up and ready yet. And obviously like the food booths and everything aren't here. But like just look at this, like the bedding that they currently have. Like I can't tell what design this is, like what they're going with. Do they smell good? It smells very fragrant. Take a whiff. But yeah, I wonder like, probably you see like those sections there that are lower. I wonder if they're gonna be putting like a character here or something. But you know what is here? Let's go show them these butterflies. They have the butterflies up. Look at the butterfly. So they have two of these. There's always the one on this side. Oh wait, it's very overexposed right now. There we go. There's the butterfly. And there's another one. It's partner over there. It is currently only 5 minutes for Spaceship Earth. And look at that, that's not even 5 minutes, that's a walk on. How many times do you see that? That's pretty epic. What did you just say, Kyle?
I can smell Spaceship Earth.
It's
like,
seriously...
Really, the wind is blowing. And
yeah.
It's just, like, as we're walking in, you just get the scent of Spaceship Earth.
That is so nostalgic Disney for me right there. If you know, you know. There is a distinct scent of Spaceship Earth. I can't describe it. It's kind of like electrical, but not like a bad like electrical burning or anything. It's just like, how would you describe the scent of Spaceship Earth? It's like
I have no idea. You just have to come here to Disney.
It's weird, yeah. You just have to experience it, and then you know.
And also you have to thank the Phoenicians. Make sure you thank the Phoenicians when you're here.
Important.
Now knowledge can travel as fast as these new books.
So here in the Renaissance scene, there's actually a hidden Mickey. It's right over here on this side, this painter that's mixing paint. Here, it's right over here, look. I don't know if you can see it, but on that table, there's like a Mickey drawn in paint.
Poised to shape the future of this, our spaceship Earth.
Kyle's gonna design the future. Home. Latest technology or conserving nature?
Both.
Does it let you do that? Which one did it pick? That's funny. I want to start doing that. Just the country. Do you enjoy the least, cooking or cleaning?
I like cooking.
What's the hardest decision? What clothes to buy or what to wear? What to buy, okay. Start every morning by... plan of the day? There you go.
But I like TV too.
Yeah. How do you want to travel in the future? Hover train, nice.
For the next 30,000 years on Spaceship Earth.
Oh my gosh, we just came around the corner. I seriously like gasped. Look at this. They have one of the displays. This is the one that's on the bridge here between, I always want to say Future World, but I guess now it's World Celebration and World Showcase. Look at this. I love what they did. And there's a duck. Disney duck. That's beautiful.
I just want to...
We're getting to see right now kind of a bit of a preview of Flower and Garden Festival, but it officially kicks off March 1st. And if you want to come plan your vacation, contact 407 and Beyond Vacation Company. You can get a free, no obligation quote from them anytime at 407vacations.com. This is so cool. So yeah, today is, like I said, it's February 27th. Right now. Flower and Garden starts in 2 days on March 1st this year. So this is what I call Epcot in ordinary time, because it's that weird transition between Festival of the Arts that just ended and then the Flower and Garden Festival. So it's like that in between, like there's no festival currently happening at the moment, but you get the really cool kind of preview time right now because they are starting to get set up for Flower and Garden Festival. And this is probably the coolest perspective right here of this carpeting that they do. This is on that, like kind of that bridge was right there where we saw that display. This goes over towards World Showcase. This is the most stunning thing. And like I mentioned on the monorail, as the flowers just grow and get bigger, the whole thing just fills in more and it just gets more beautiful. If you watch my Festival of the Arts vlogs, you know that I always said Festival of the Arts is my #1 festival, so I was pretty upset. What are people doing? So I was pretty upset with the end of Festival of the Arts. Like I wish that festival went on for longer. With that being said though, like being here now and seeing this, I'm excited for Flower and Garden. I'm ready for it. When I came over here the other night to film, it was actually my parents' announcement video that they are moving here to Florida, and I was filming around Epcot here, and that was when I walked by and noticed that they had already planted this carpeting here, this bedding, and it just made me so excited. Like it just got me so giddy and pumped. It's so nuts, like being by here, you actually like can smell the flowers. Like it is so fragrant. Stunning purple flowers. Juicy juice. I don't think it's part of it. You think Disney's gone a different direction this year? They're like, put some juicy juice cartons out there?
Everything that Disney does is like, has a point to it, right?
I mean, the fact that of all the places for that to end up, it's not in the yellow, it's not in the red, it's in the purple for the grape juicy juice. So I feel like maybe it works.
Clearly, I think that Disney, in their board meetings this year, was like, let's put down, you know, thousands of flowers here, tens of thousands of flowers here, this color that, this color this, and a juice box right there.
Yeah.
I think if you go down and touch it, it's probably made out of flowers too.
That's a really realistic looking topiary.
Yep.
We're coming up with our plan for the evening, and we want to ride. We know we want to ride Soarin' and Live with the Land, so we're heading back over this way, and I'm excited because we're about to come up on the Lion King topiary display. I saw this on the monorail and I like freaked out. I'm like, they have it. I feel like they pretty much have everything, because when you think about it, there's so many displays they have to make in time for this thing to start on March 1st, so they're like pretty much, I feel like they're pretty much ready. Yeah, I feel like they've enhanced this even since last year. Like I don't remember baby Simba had like the marking on his little forehead.
What are we doing?
I love the flowers that they do down here as well. Just like all the bright, vibrant oranges and the daisies. You have these chrysanthemums here. This is beautiful. I believe, what is this called? That's not coxcomb, is it? Yeah, I think coxcomb. Flower and Garden is epic. Like, I know I'm a Festival of the Arts girl, like that's still my #1 festival, but I do love, like I'm getting more and more into horticulture, I feel like, as I age. Sounds so weird, but it's true. I feel like I'm getting more and more into like thinking about like, you know, buying a home and like wanting to have like a garden and like planting plants and like, you know, adulting. It's just funny. And yeah, so I get into like, you know, these things are peaceful. Like it's another one of those things. You hit your mid-20s and you're like, I need to go look at flowers and have peace. With that being said, yeah, I feel like the thing that would just complete Festival of the Arts for me would be if they would make, you know, Festival of the Arts also have like the component of like a, you know, some type of horticulture, like floral displays, then that festival would just have everything going on. But they don't, and I feel like that's what makes this festival so special. It's like we now do get to have the floral displays. The other thing that I'm so pumped about is for this festival they have the component of the food booths, because any Epcot festival is going to have food booths added. So you have your food and beverage offerings, and they have released the menus for the Flower and Garden Festival, and there are some amazing looking dishes. So obviously they don't have those ready yet. Like that is going to officially start on March 1st. So our little preview evening that we're having here, we're not going to experience that, but I want to come here. I would like to. I have to see with my schedule if I can make it happen to be here on opening day. I know my retired parents are saying they're coming here opening day, so maybe they'll do a takeover vlog if I can't get over here, but I really do want to try to get over here because I want to try some food. But even if I can't make it over here opening day, this festival goes on until July 5th. This is like such a long festival. So if you're coming to Disney anytime in the next couple months, know that this is the festival that you're gonna get to experience. Over here is where they put these floating floral displays. This is my mom's favorite. I know she loves these. She's gonna be so excited to see this. Who remembers they used to do those over like on the bridge in between World Showcase and Future World? Once again, I know it's now World Celebration or whatever they're calling it, but to me, it will always be Future World. Years from now, I feel like I'll have kids and I'll be like, Future World, and they'll be like, Mom, what the heck is that? Like, that's not, like, I'm gonna be one of those people, like how there's still people that call Hollywood Studios MGM. That's gonna be me. Like, I'm never gonna be able to break calling this Future World. But anyway, on that bridge in between World Showcase and World Celebration, they had the floral like floating planters in there, and they used to always have flowers. Now the past couple years they've always been doing like just this green foliage in there, which is cool. But I do like when they have the actual flowers. So they have those now in between, like they have this little just body of water over here by the Epcot construction, and then also by Figment over there, the backwards waterfall. That's where they have the floating flowers. Also right up here, Kyle, who do we have over here? Who's this?
This is Moana, but I do not remember her having tusks.
Oh,
so it's like,
yeah.
It's like really good job, Disney, with like the whole art thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you gotta get your facts straight, you know?
Yeah, it really doesn't look like Moana, does it? No.
Also,
And then, is that Hey Hey? That would be Hey Hey then.
Like, is this supposed to be like off center? Like, did it fall down or what?
Oh, yeah. You see that? I feel like in the movie he does kind of have wobbly, like, tusks, right? I don't know. That's why this is still in the preview stage.
Yeah, there's still they have a couple more days to get it together.
Yeah. Like a day and a half, practically.
Like, other than the tusks, like...
But in all seriousness, how cool would a Moana topiary be? I'm surprised they didn't actually do that, because you have, like, this is going to be her section over here.
They probably have it somewhere.
You think so? They're going to surprise us with it yet? We'll make a Moana topiary?
Empty, like, spot right there with the trees.
Okay. So if y'all come in the next couple months, you can come see the topiary that we're gonna make. Yeah. And we'll leave it here.
The Moana one.
Yeah.
Basically the same as this, just without the tusks. It actually sounds like I'm insulting Moana, like calling her. Dude, Moana. I know. I'm just joking.
Moana's not a warthog.
I'm just being silly. It's crazy though that they had Elsa over there with the beard.
Oh yeah? They did? I missed that.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and see.
So this right here is where our Moana topiary is
gonna go. This planter right here, we're gonna put Moana there.
You can zoom up right there. See?
That's Elsa?
Yeah, with the beard.
Let it go. Let it go.
She really let her beard grow.
So we're gonna go on Figment because it's only a 10-minute wait. We're hitting like all the walk-ons, but Figment's topiary isn't out front yet, so we have to wait and come back for that. But turn the camera this way. Look at this. Look what's over here. The butterfly house. Have you been in the butterfly house before?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, you're gonna go in this year.
Okay.
So that's gonna be cool.
Sounds good. So, a butterfly house. Butterflies live over there.
I wonder if they put the butterflies in yet, or do they have to wait until like March 1st?
I don't know.
And when do they pre-release the butterflies? I'm actually invested in this.
And then Figment lives in here. So we're gonna go say hi to Figment. We're gonna do a eye test.
Oh yeah, we have to do our eye test. That happens anyway.
5 miles an hour. Walk back.
10-minute wait.
Somebody put in the comments right now, me and Kyle are talking. So you know how they have the flubber reference, like as you're getting onto this attraction? And Kyle was like, what is that about? And I was like, well, I think like Disney produced flubber. And I guess like the, what would it be, scientist professor who made flubber just like worked for the same institute that like Dr. Nigel Channing works for. And Figment, maybe?
I'm not really.
I have no idea actually.
My knowledge on Flubber and my knowledge on Figment is not up to par.
So
I know Dr. Seeker. I know all the lore on Dr. Seeker, but I don't really know anything about the doctor of Figment.
So leave in the comments if you know the like correlation of why they like reference that here. Kyle was like, do they reference Figment in Flubber? But I was like, no, that's like, Figment was his own original Epcot character. That's why I love him so much.
Yeah.
It's an original Epcot character. But there you go. Well, let us know if you know anything more than what we know.
Dr. Seeker, he teaches us so much. No flash photography. What does he teach us? Huh? Go ahead. What does he teach us? He didn't teach us anything.
Well, the ride is young. Let him teach you something.
To us?
The ride is young. Let him teach you something. I'll quiz you at the end and see if he's taught you anything.
Dr. Seeker taught us at the beginning.
That's true.
Flash photography? I wouldn't. It alters the homing signal and that's not good.
That's true. But maybe this doctor has a different, you know, style. There he is. Oh, he's going to tell us about the senses.
He has an accent.
There you go. He has an accent. He can teach you accents.
Figment of imagination.
Figment's going to teach us to use our imagination.
There's sight, sound. Okay, come on everybody.
Here we go.
Figment, you are not to interfere with the tour.
So far, Dr. Nigel Channing's just kind of flustered.
Left ear, right ear.
It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't.
It's over here.
Mind has
You see, we did a hearing test. Now we're doing an eye test. So maybe Nigel Channing more so as a doctor of like, you know, he's giving us a physical or something right now.
To test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3.
We've got my GMT see things differently. Good times
Uh-oh.
You win 1 cent.
Oh no!
Figment, what is going on?
Figment's not working.
Turning this entire open house upside down.
Look at him.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the
What's
best
wrong with
I've seen
Figment?
that all day.
Imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
Yay!
Of inspiration.
I just told Kyle this right here is like my childhood. This thing, this is just so nostalgic for me. Can you do both at the same time? You almost got it. Oh, it was like delayed. That was weird. I mean, these things have been here since the early 2000s, so like. This right here was another thing that was very much like my childhood. Like you jump on these things. I can remember me and my cousin, we were just like running around here doing all these. It used to be though like animal sounds, I think. It was like different. Now it's all instruments. This is also one that used to be better. It's like they've kind of let it go downhill a little bit, but it's very nostalgic nonetheless. Now it's time for my favorite ride. Where are we going? Living with the land. You know it. And it is a 5-minute wait, but look at this. I'm gonna just film till we get up to the front. Here we go. We're just going straight up. I don't even think we have to turn down this way. Oh, we do. Oh, look, just right around here. Thank you. Look at that. Not even a minute wait. And we're row 1. We walked straight up to row 1. That's awesome.
You know, the clickbait could be Disney lied to us. Because it said
5 and it wasn't.
Wait, so.
Yeah.
It's a good lie.
Come home to the American farm. Nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals.
I just realized this display probably is for Flower and Garden. Because you know how every festival they kind of do little nods to that festival with different displays. And so I think that's going to be a Flower and Garden thing. We're getting more of a preview. And look, there's some more like floral displays. Look at that. So probably closer to, they'll put little signs and stuff up, all for Flower and Garden. So now Soarin', thank you. Soarin' is only a 25-minute posted wait. We'll see. I have a feeling we're gonna wait even less than that. So we're hitting like all the walk-ons tonight, like all the really good wait times. Kyle, we just got row 1, which is the best row ever.
This Patrick guy, he's no Dr. Seeker.
Flash photography? I wouldn't.
That's worth about.
Right? He's no Dr. Seeker.
He doesn't even tell you anything about if you can do flash photography.
Yeah. Can we do flash photography on this ride? Who knows? This Patrick guy, he's not telling us.
So we're boarding Soarin' right now, and this wasn't even a 5-minute wait. Like I feel like, yeah, the whole pre-show and everything maybe took 5 minutes. So 25-minute wait? Absolutely not. This, we just started walking on everything tonight. This is my favorite scene. I like the beach. Epcot! Wait, where are the flowers for Flower and Garden? Imagine that if it changed for every festival. All this is gonna be old soon. They're gonna have to change it all anyway. Right now it's all construction. Yay, that was fun.
Thanks for soaring with us.
Kyle was cracking me up. Because what were you making references to the entire time?
It's supposed to be a High School Musical ride, right?
Right, because they're soaring, flying around the world.
Stay here in Epcot.
In the beginning, the polar bears, maybe?
Maybe the polar bears, but I don't know.
We're gonna name them Troy and Gabriella.
I thought Troy and Gabriella were humans, not polar bears.
Right.
So like,
What the heck?
I was so excited to like start singing along. We're soaring, fly, yeah. There's not a star in heaven.
And it didn't happen. We just came out of the Lamb Pavilion, and over here is Woody and Bo Peep and the sheep. So they're getting ready. Look at that. I remember this time last year, I was over here, like once again, you know, before the festival officially started, and I remember these guys were my first topiaries that I spotted, and I thought that was just like the coolest thing that we were having a preview before the festival began. Oh my gosh, look at this right here. This butterfly, it's succulent. It's kind of dark, so it's hard to see right now, but look. Like it actually is made up of succulents. That is really cool, very trendy. Succulents are trendy. So now we want to head out and go do some resort hopping for the evening. But look at this, the Seas, a 5-minute wait. Like this was incredible. The wait times tonight, this is kind of a little hack. If you're not interested in a festival, come during the ordinary time period in Epcot and you can experience low wait times like we did tonight. And it's so rare, like, to experience these times because, like, they flip over, like, the turnover for these festivals is, like, so fast. So it's an extremely rare occurrence to hit Epcot in what I call ordinary time, this in-between time between festivals when nothing else is going on. It's interesting. It's like a love-hate thing because the love part is it's not as crowded. Because think about it, when people are planning their vacations, they're usually research that type of stuff and are like, oh, well, if we go the week before or week after, we get to hit Festival of the Arts, or we get to hit Flower and Garden, so like, why would we pick this week? You know what I mean? That's how I would think about it. But you actually can experience extremely low wait times in Epcot, so that's the little caveat. Caviar. They have caviar here. The little caveat, that's the caveat, that it's like, oh, you could like experience extreme low wait times. But the hate part is you don't get a festival and the food's not as good. Because the standard World Showcase food, like the quick service foods, I don't all right, but not as good as like some good festival cuisine. You know what I mean? The food and drinks at the festival. So it's one of those things, but nonetheless, this was awesome. Like, we were here for a very brief time tonight, and we did what, 4 rides? Spaceship Earth,
They were all
Figment,
basically walk-ons.
Living with the Land, and Soarin', all walk-ons. Like, we didn't stop and wait really for any of them, I feel like. Like, Soarin' was probably the longest, and with that, it was still maybe only 5 minutes just because you have to do the little pre-show and everything. Yeah, this was a good night, and now the night is just beginning because we're gonna go over to the Magic Kingdom resorts, do a little resort hopping. I don't know if we're gonna do Poly, maybe Grand, we'll see. Oh, also, the show is starting on Spaceship Earth when they do the little projections. The monorail is here, so we're gonna try to make it. Go, go, go. That's our ride. We made it. I knew we would. Oh, Kyle didn't hear my joke from his favorite ride. So right here, if you didn't know, this is the pathway leading you from, we just came from TTC back there, where the monorail dropped us off. You can walk to Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. This is another one. I will forever call this just Polynesian Resort, like Disney's Polynesian Resort, but now it's Polynesian Village Resort, which actually, this is the original name. Like, when this resort first opened, it was Polynesian Village Resort. Then, a couple years ago, whenever it was, they changed it to just Polynesian Resort, and that was like my error when I first started coming to Disney, what I was used to. But now they actually changed it back to be more so in line with the original, and it's Polynesian Village Resort, and I still just say, oh yeah, we're going to the Polynesian, we're resort hopping at the Polynesian. Like, I will not get that through my head that it's actually Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. I'll try to make a conscious effort of saying it, but I make no promises. Such a pretty resort, and actually a resort that I have yet to ever stay at. Okay, so tonight was epic. I can't believe how many things we were able to accomplish at Epcot. That just felt like such a good Epcot night. We did 4 attractions in like a very short span of time, so that was amazing. Got to see a little preview of Flower and Garden. Like I said, I'm planning to be there opening day if I can work it out in my schedule. I know that my newly retired parents are definitely gonna be there. They're very excited for that, so who knows, they might film a takeover vlog. Also, there is a vlog coming in my upload schedule. I think this might be going live first, but it will be coming that they had filmed the entire process of their move down here, packing up the old house, all of that, the whole selling process. So that will also be coming to the channel. But yeah, all in all, it was a really good night now hanging out at the Polynesian, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. But thank you for watching. Please like the video, leave me some comments. All those things do go a very far way in helping to support me and the channel. And with that, make today magical, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye!